If you're a founder of a company, you're worried about three questions. The first of which is, how do I maintain this insurgency? You're an insurgent. You're at war against your industry on behalf of some underserved customer segment. Your people have mission, you have purpose, and you're operating at speed. Your first job is, how do I maintain that? The second thing is, how do I get the benefits of scale and scope without dying in the complexity of all those big companies you see around you? You see the incumbents. They've got so many things you want, but you don't want that complexity. So how do you deal with that? And the third question is, how do I thrive in turbulence? Right now, you're the disruptor. You see everybody behind their moat, not embracing the future, but afraid of the future. You don't want to become one of those. So how do I make turbulence my friend so that I can continue to grow sustainably over time? At Bain, we've been working with a lot of founders on this, and we talk about this as the journey north. How do I maintain my founder's mentality while also benefiting from scale and scope? And we talk now with founders about their 6 steps of what you need to do. Step number 1 is you have to define precisely what the insurgency is and make sure everybody is maniacally focused on it. It's in your head, but we talk about getting it onto your hands, strategy on a hand. With your thumb, everybody needs to be able to define the insurgency in one sentence. And with the fingers, they need to say, what are the 3 or 4 things we need to spike on to deliver to our customers every day? It's in your head, but it's often not with your people. A good organization, everybody knows it. Step number 2 is you need to build a scaling model that continually supports your kings rather than have them get lost in the organization. What do we mean by that? Right now, there are kings in your company. These are the guys that every day deliver for customers what they need. They're kings. As you grow, the danger is that the organization begins to serve other masters besides the king. Your job is to make sure that you grow the company through keep giving your kings the support they need and then find more kings. So I'm going to scale through my kings, and every day they're going to feel more empowered, not less. The third issue is you need to balance your systems agenda with your heroes. We know you need to professionalize as you grow. That's not a question. And a lot of the companies we've been working with is, how do I balance the need to professionalize with the need to keep these heroes happy? Every founder we talk to tells us wonderful stories about how the company was built through the heroic effort of 26-year-olds. And then many of the founders talk about they don't even see 26-year-olds anymore. They're buried somewhere in the system. So your third step is, I've got to balance the professionalization agenda with the need to still create heroes in my company and not let the systems overwhelm. Now, how do you thrive in turbulence? Well, step number 4 is you need to build learning systems. The one benefit that is undeniable about growing is you have the most accumulated experience. Every year you grow, you have that much more learning. But you have to proactively build those systems in and encourage feedback loops in everything you do. The 5th step is you have to constantly be simplifying your company so you can redeploy resources to the next wave of growth. What happens as you grow is that your resources get trapped in everybody's bureaucratic silo, and you lose the owner mindset that you know is there now. You have to make simplification to redeploy a constant muscle that is used in the organization. So you're not doing cost reduction initiatives, it's redeployment initiatives to the next wave of growth. And step number 6, which is also about how do I thrive in turbulence, is you have to now start thinking about engine 2. Look, right now you're building engine 1. That's all your revenues, all your profits, but you know that there are going to be other disruptors and insurgents coming. So you need to be thinking now and investing now in what is the engine 2. It's only 10% of your share of mind or share of resource, but you have to start thinking about that. The big theme across all of this with founders is you've got to manage your future. These 6 steps you have to proactively work on. If you leave it to the default path, we know where you're heading. You'll start as an insurgent, you'll end up an incumbent, it'll look good, but you'll have lost all of the culture and values you have, and then you're going to drift southward to a struggling bureaucracy. Your job is to manage proactively the journey north so you can keep giving to your people and your customers the benefits of the insurgency you started.